Welcome back to the Dusty Hat Recap Show. And ladies and gentlemen, we've seen it. We've seen that moment where we watch a guy become a guy. That's right. In the first quarter of this blowout win versus Western Kentucky. Look, nobody's surprised Ohio State blew out Western Kentucky, but I was watching it closely, and what I saw in that first quarter when Kyle McCord suffered that strip sack and that turnover, in my opinion, from that moment forward, he looked like he was no longer pressing, no longer trying to be something, and he went out there and just played football. Look, if you know me, you know that I always feel like you can point usually to one singular moment where things changed for the better or for the worse. In this game, in this particular case, we've been asking the question, is Kyle McCord the guy? Can he make that step? Can he be the guy to get this team over the hump? Can he be the guy that gets them to an undefeated season or gets them into the playoff or even wins a bowl game? What were we getting? We had to readjust expectations because, yeah, he's not CJ Stroud. He probably never will be. CJ Stroud was the number 2 pick in the draft for a reason. That guy is elite. But Kyle McCord doesn't have to be elite. And I feel like he was pressing a lot. Early on, the first 2 games, I felt like it was because of the quarterback competition. In this game, I felt like he was named the starter and he went out there trying to validate that, yes, I in fact am the guy. And he was pressing early, aiming some throws, looked like he was trying to make it look good, and then he suffered the turnover. And at that point, it was like, hey, you've already turned the ball over. The defense was able to make a stop for you. Just go play football. And then from then on, bang, wouldn't you know it, took off. Kyle McCord was throwing lasers all over the field, taking deep shot, taking the checkdowns when he needed to, and just playing football. That's what we needed. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted the backups coming into the game. I wanted this to be a laugher, and it was. Early on, the defense looked like they were struggling against Western Kentucky, but they do a lot of tricky things, a lot of wide receiver screens, a lot of quick passes, a lot of oddball stuff that, yeah, you have to see it a couple plays, a couple series to kind of get used to what they're trying to do. But once they figured it out, lockdown city. Now what we got is we got a quarterback who's feeling good and confident, a receiver group who's feeling like, yeah, we got this. I still want to see a little more from the offensive line. I still have concerns about the running game. Big picture, long term, this running game has to get better if you want to compete for a Big Ten title and beyond. But I'll take it for a game. I'll take it for what it was. They showed me what I was really hoping I would see, especially heading into that Notre Dame game, because now Kyle McCord has confidence. Now he's going on the road to a top 10 opponent at night, which, you know, night games in college football, damn near impossible to win. So when he goes in there and they win this game, if they win this game, the perfect launch pad for the rest of the season. Sky's the limit at that point. So ultimately, I am very pleased with what I saw from Ohio State. I felt like early the defense had to get their bearings, get used to what they were doing, and then they were able to be dominant as they were the first 2 games, and to show you that they do have the athletes and the wherewithal to get these types of things done and be a dominant defense. The offense started off a little slow, but Kyle McCord got it together and they took off and put up a bunch of points, going from 14-10 with 8 minutes left in the second quarter to all of a sudden a 42-10 halftime lead. This offense exploded, and I think this confidence boost that they were able to get from this game pushes them forward to say, hey, this is who we are. Ryan Day said, we're going to open it up, we're going to take off this game, and that's exactly what happened. I am very, very pleased with what I saw. I'm very excited about the future of this team, and I'm particularly very excited about Kyle McCord going into South Bend, Indiana to see how he does and how he handles that road game at night against a top 10 opponent. Hey, sky's the limit for this kid. I'm very excited. Can you tell? I'm very excited. Listen, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Were you surprised by the win? What stood out to you as the biggest takeaway from this game? For me, it was Kyle McCord and the confidence building he was able to do in this game. You let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys next week.